Arg! The branch of the tree led almost directly to an open window. And through there... This room is... You take a look around the room. It's very neat and has a warm feeling to it. There isn't any dust here. On the table you notice a very familiar bronze flower-shaped collar pin. It looks like the one Ayas has. Except this one is made out of metal? It looks important. You hear someone approaching the room from the hallway. You take a deep breath as the door opens. You're here after all, huh? By now, this might be a silly question, but... What are you doing here? Well... What about you? Well, we all know that I'm bad at lying at this point. I don't like doing it either. Ciel, I like you. I really do. And I want to keep on being friends with you, too. So please, pretend that you didn't see me here. Huh? I can't do that, Ayas. You have something that's weighing you down, right? And it's something that you've kept to yourself all this time. Yeah. Maybe I'm being too dramatic over this. It's not like I'm actually a ghost, or a monster, or a Huh? Well, I can't do anything amazing like your magic, but you heard me out when I was down, so let me cheer you up too. Prince Ayas. You figured it out, huh? So you really are. Trying to deny it now would be really awkward, even for me. And it looks like I can't deceive you either. Ayas prepares himself to tell you the truth. As you guessed, I'm Ayas, the only child of Iran's last queen. Everyone thinks the queen was the only living member of the royal family, though. Yes, that's what I, and a few other people, have led them to believe. I wish it was true, though. My mother raised me not as a prince, but just as a normal child. She kept the fact that I was her son a secret, and no one else besides her close friends knew. That's just like what my dad did. My mother didn't want me to have to live with the role of a prince set out for me. She pretended to have lost her child during birth just after that. And after her death, I didn't want to be a prince either. If I revealed that I was actually Viren's prince, everyone would have treated me differently. Even if only subconsciously. It's something that I don't want, no matter what. It doesn't have to do with expectations in my case. The queen didn't have to be a governor anyway. But I just want people to look at me for being Ayas. Not anything else. I see. In that case, I'm sorry for calling you Prince Ayas. Don't worry about it. It's kind of funny. I think you're the first person to call me Prince in my entire life. Well, besides some of my fans who call me their prince, which is odd, but... sometimes I get a little paranoid that they've caught on, but... well, maybe they wouldn't care either way by now. But even if I've thrown away my prince title, this place is still important to me. It's the only place that I have memories of my mother. Good ones, and bad ones. I see. His mother was murdered here after all. Okay, I have an hypothesis real quick. I think that he accidentally murdered his mom, and that's why he has a scar over his face. Yeah. Okay. He's kept living in this place where something so terrible happened to him. Hey, Ciel. Yes? You're already the first person I've talked about this with. And, would it be okay with you if I talked about myself a little more? Yes. Oh, you don't have to stay and listen if you don't want to. I wasn't planning on talking about it with anyone else in the first place. So this is already a pleasant surprise. If you don't want to listen, it'd just be normal. Don't say that, Ayas. Of course I'll listen. I see. Thank you, Ciel. What I wanted to talk about is the man who killed my mother and what led up to that point. I've had 6 years for it to sink in, but I haven't really talked to anyone about it. And I haven't regrets about it every day. It's always just, what if? And I hate thinking like that too. So, I see. It's okay, Ayas. If you trust me, I'll hear you out. Of course. That airwalk trick doesn't work unless we both believe in each other, you know. And that was just one of the many tricks my mother taught me. At least, before... Yeah. This started 12 years ago. I was only 12 years old at the time, too. So he's 24. Ooh, hot. Okay. Yes. Don't worry, it took me a while for things to actually happen. But by the time it ended, I was already 18. Back then, there was a noble who approached my mother. My mother was acquaintances with this noble, but he suddenly began to try to get closer to her. And as I told you when we first met, he was just trying to use her to gain power. My mother noticed this right away, but she believed that he could change. She trusted that he could. Yes. I've never seen him with that expression before. That man actually did help out Viren in some ways, but he never changed his real intentions. And so, he was able to rise up in the ranks. She said that even if he hadn't changed, his contributions were real, and that he deserved to be rewarded for at least that much. But then, he began to lose patience. After the many years, he tried to pressure my mother into marrying him. And if that happened, he planned to reassert power as a king and attempt to change the entire system. That was when my mother finally decided that there was truly no hope for him. That day, she dismissed him from his political duties. I still remember her words. The governor has to work for the good of the people, not for themselves. I see. No wonder why so many people liked the Queen. She must have been sincere about governing fairly. Kind of like... But that man couldn't accept that result. 6 years of pretending to be friendly with my mother and having to actually work finally snapped in him. If someone as well-liked as my mother denounced him, his reputation would be nearly unrecoverable after all. And so, before she sent word of his dismissal, that man tried to kill my mother. And he did. Ayas touches his scar. And I'm the one who took revenge from my mother. At the very least, some of my mother's close friends were in the mansion at the time, unbeknownst to the man. They took care of the stories afterwards, and here we are now. I wasn't alone through all of it, but at the same time, it's just not the same anymore. Oh, Ayas. You hold Ayas' hand. Thank you, Ciel. Well, that's all of it. It's such a weird feeling now. I feel lighter and heavier at the same time. Yeah, talking it out does that to you. Yeah. I appreciate you hearing my story out. It's not like all my regrets are gone, but it's a step. And we all know how important those are. Yeah, we do. But, well, I still have one question about what happened. I wonder what that man was doing here in Vierne. What do you mean? Well, that noble wasn't from Vierne. He was a strange man. He was always muttering about some fake kings, but then laughed about how he was going to become king. Oh shit, what if it's one of the princes that, like, got overlooked because our father was placed as king? Ooh. Oh shit. Yep. Okay, sorry. I'm really excited. I'm like drowning in the plot here, and I love it so much. Okay. He was apparently a remnant of another royal family and came here for some reason. I believe his kingdom was called Amarine or something like that. You let go of Ice's hand. Ciel? Are you okay? Yeah, that noble was from Amarine's royal family? And he came to Vierne 12 years ago? But then, by then my dad was already king. But that means that noble came to Vierne because my dad took away the power of the royal family. What's wrong, Ciel? Oh, well, I should tell Ice the truth. Even if it might change things for the worse. It's the right thing to do. If Ice blames your father for what happened to him, you might be in danger. So now you have to choose. You can either tell Ice the truth one-on-one, or, just in case, you can have someone else with you. What will you do? Fuck! No! No, we have to decide! Oh my gosh. Okay. We have to save first, because that's what we have to do. Here would be a good place to save. Okay, return. Alright. I feel like we should trust him. I feel like... I don't know what he's gonna do. But, like... I get the feeling we should. And I also feel like we're almost out of time. And I gotta stop soon. So, maybe I should just leave it on a cliffhanger. I don't know. I'm so excited. Gosh darn it. Ugh. So far, this has been a really cute game. So, like, even with the mild references to, like, gore and stuff like that, it's, like, never really been that much of a problem. So I'm not super concerned for Ciel's safety. Which is horrible. But, like... And again, I've saved, so if we get, like, a bad ending because of this, it's not, like... No, wait. What if this directly affects Anton? Oh, gosh. Like, if we trust him, he'll feel like we're not giving a shit about him and his safety, but... Oh, my gosh. Ah! don't know. And I can't look it up either, because it's the first playthrough, and I promise, like, first playthroughs never look shit up, unless you're stuck. I can't. I don't know. Oh my gosh. There isn't an IS route. I don't think there is. So, I don't know. Should we think about our safety? I don't know. The stress, man. The stress.